Now, there have been conflicting accounts over what led to the swapping of hostages last night between the Northern Regional Police and the family of a youth chief of Zagyuri Fuseini Nindow. While community members said the police was in the community to arrest persons they believe played a role in the September 20 demonstration that led to the destruction of properties and injuring a police officer, the police say they were there as part of their strategy to force the youth chief to surrender. Our correspondent Martina Bugri joins us on the line with more. Martina, so you have been speaking to the police. What have they been telling you?
I spoke to the Northern Regional Police Commander.
We seem to have lost connection to Martina Bugri there. Would re-establish contact with her. Once we have that, we'll bring you the latest from the police and what she's also learning from some of the community members who have been speaking on this incident. So there are two narratives, one from the community and the other from the police. We'll return to that shortly. But the story is that there's been conflicting accounts over what led to the swapping of hostages last night between the Northern Region Police and the family of the youth chief of Zagyuri Fuseini Nindow. While the community members said that the police was in the community to arrest the persons they believe played a role in the September 20 demonstration, you recall led to the destruction of some property and injuring a police officer. The police has a different account. They say this is part of their strategy. Martina, what more have they been telling you as part of the strategy that they talk about?
Yes, the police commander said he got a call from the Fuseini Nindow, who is a youth chief of Zagyuri, that he was holding somebody hostage, and that person they believe is an informant for the police, and they were going to kill him. Okay. And so, as part of their strategy, they went to the house of Fuseini Nindow and picked his wife and then the two others to the police station to lure him to come out of hiding. He agreed with them, and then they handed over the guy they were keeping with them to one of the chiefs in the metropolis in exchange for his family who were being kept by the police. But when the community members spoke, they said that the police came into the community to Fuseini's house, surrounded the house, and knocked on the door. The wife said he opened. He initially said she was not going to open. Then they said it was not she they were looking for, the husband. She said the husband was not around. But they insisted, and she opened. After they searched and didn't find the husband, they moved with her to the police station. And she said that whilst at the police station, the police assured her that they were not going to harm her. It is the husband they are after, and the husband resources, and she's allowed to go back. But a former assemblyman said that there was resistance by the youth who said that they were keeping somebody they believe is an informant for the police. And so there was a bit of exchanges before they were able to whisk that guy out of the community. So these are the two conflicting stories that we are getting on the same issue that happened yesterday. But
beyond the issue of resistance, which the assemblyman tells you about, does he corroborate the other things the police give you, the information?
The only collaboration we have is that there was an exchange of hostages. Apart from that, they all have different stories to tell.
Okay. Martina, bring us up to speed on the Netco incident. What is the latest on that?
An audio has surfaced where we are told somebody is threatening that if somebody is arrested in any of the communities, they will pick 2 or 3 Netco staff and kill them. That is the latest that we have on it. But we are told that Netco says its officials will not go into communities and attend to people because they do not know what community members will do to their staff when they go out. And so these are some of the developing issues that are coming up following what happened on the 20th of September.
Thank you very much. That's Northern Region correspondent Martina Bugri bringing us developments there on 2 major issues.